Hey Central Virginia, are you curious to know what's going on in our local housing market? We'll cover that today in your June 2024 Housing Market Update. What is going on, party people? In this video today, we're going to be covering what's going on in our local housing market, and I've got good news for you and I've got bad news for you. The good news is we are seeing more inventory as inventory is improving across the country. The available amount of homes for sale. We're actually up 35% from May of last year and above levels during the pandemic of 2021 to 2023. The bad news is we are still well below the levels of 2017 through 2020, and we are still in desperate need of inventory to meet the current housing demand, not only in Central Virginia, but across the United States. And we are certainly seeing the effects of that in our local housing market. Right now, the median home price in Central Virginia as of May, which is the stats that we have, is $402,000. That is up 5.8% from May of last year. We're actually up 9.5% of where we started just this year. The median days on market, meaning how long it takes from a property to go active to under contract, has plummeted to just 6 days on the market. And the median percentage of asking price, meaning how much of their asking price their sellers getting, is now 101.1% on median. And you might be asking yourself, but hey, Chris, I thought with the interest rates, nobody was buying homes. And I would say, yes, we are overall seeing less transactions than we saw during the unicorn years of the pandemic. There are still plenty of people that need and want to move. One segment of the market that is doing extremely well right now is actually new construction builders, and they are cleaning up given the current demand and the limited supply because they're simply the only folks by and large that have homes to sell. Interesting enough, 1 in 3 homes currently on the market right now is a new construction home across the United States. So what does this all mean for you? So tip number 1 for my sellers is, if you have a home to sell this summer, if you have a home that you would like to sell this summer, I would suggest that you get the property on the market before July the 19th. The significance of that date is all across Central Virginia, Henrico, Hanover, Chesterfield, Richmond City. The school calendar, the first day of school is going to be August the 19th. We typically see a 30-day contract or closing period when it comes to buying real estate in our area. So if somebody is going to buy a home and get into the new school district before the start of the school year, which is a lot of folks, they're going to want to put that property under contract by July the 19th, so that therefore they can close and get in their new home by the first day of the school year. Tip number 2, piggybacking off of that, get started today. So we are recording this June the 13th, and you might say, hey, that's a month away. We find it always takes longer to get your home ready for market, especially if you want to maximize and get the optimal sales price for your property. It's always going to take longer to get that property ready for the market than you think it is, so get started today. And then third, last but not least, is get a home inspection. If there is anything wrong with your home that you are not aware of, it is going to be much easier to become aware of that issue and fix that issue before you go to the market. An easy way to do this is to get a professional home inspection, spend the $400 to $500 for a professional look over your home from soup to nuts, and if there's anything wrong with it, go ahead and get it fixed before you go on the market. For my buyers, tip number 1, if you want to be in a new home by the start of the next school year, you got it. You got to be under contract on something by July the 19th. So you have roughly 30 days from the day that we were recording this to find a property and to put it under contract. Number 2, this is your window of opportunity. So you may be somebody that's grown weary while doing good in this housing market just because it is super competitive, but realize that we do tend to see a slump in demand during the summer months when a lot of folks that have either bought homes or they've kind of given up on their search, or they're getting distracted, they're going on vacation. So if you're somebody that's actively in the market right now, realize this is probably going to be your best opportunity this year, is to buy a home during the summer months, because once people get back into school, we typically see a resurgence in home buying. And also too, we're expecting to see mortgage rates come down towards the latter half of this year. And when that happens, my guess is that we're going to see a lot more buyers jumping in the market. Last but not least, realize that we are seeing homes sell anywhere between 1% and 10% over asking price right now. That is just the reality of the market we're in. On median, homes are selling at 1% over the asking price, but we are seeing in certain areas, certain price points, where homes are selling upwards of 10% over asking price. So with that being said, if you're going to step into this market and you're going to be buying a home, find out based on the home that you're looking for, the area you're looking for, the price point you're looking for, what it's really going to take to write a winning offer, and then make a decision whether or not that's something you want to do. So guys, that was it. That was our June market update. This is a short and sweet one. If you have any questions, concerns we didn't address, throw it in the comments or shoot me a DM. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next month.